Alright, so we just wrapped up Eagle Eye's story arc. We're level 15. Good Athena Curry wants with us. To send us to a new contact. I don't think so. We're just going to go talk to Jim Timblor. We're going to do Fault Line. Not like that, Ninja Weasel. I know what you were thinking. Stop it. But yeah, let's go do Jim Timblor's story arc. You know, I wouldn't do that if I didn't know how things were going down there, Mr. Weasel. Alright. So anyway, Jim Timblor is like, my dad was a hero, and then he blew up the city. But I don't really feel like he could have blown up the city. Can you help me out, bro? So we're gonna go help him out, bro. But first, we gotta go rescue his girlfriend. Actually, let me drop that volume back down. Maybe we didn't need to bump it up so much. There we go. And now, keeping in accord with how I play the game, we're just going to ignore most of the stuff and get to what matters. Now, they went nuclear in 90. You lead her out. See, it's easier to lead her out than not to, than to fight everything here, because she will help you shoot. So now we got 2 energy blasters blasting. She has a nuclear reactor for a heart. How cool is that? Because they went nuclear in 90. What? Oh! You got a homie upstairs. Does not appear to be one of the dope homies, though. Honestly, that homie looked kind of like a nerd. Eugeniette, where are you? I got no idea where she went. Oh, there's an ambush she's dealing with. Okay. Well, since you're leading her out, this is probably the best possible outcome to this mission. Send her to the hospital. Well, if she followed me, there wouldn't have been a problem. She was all like, nah, I got this. Yeah, it didn't work out for her. Headset, don't do that. It didn't work out for her, did it? No, it didn't. If you were speedrunning this, that's actually probably what you would do. Is you would let her get killed there. Because that would be quicker than leading her out. But I wanted to lead her out. I wanted the XP. I wanted the money. And we're not talking to these people. We're working with you, Jim. Jimmy Jim, Jimmy Jim, Jim Jim Jim. Help Fusionet. Psh. How about we just get rid of Fusionet and you just tell me what's going on and I go do the work? It was pretty cool when they redid Ricky Warzone and they showed up in the new missions and stuff. Like, I did like that. Alright, we rescued her. Now it's time to use her to kill all my enemies. I'm trying to remember, do we actually see Arbiter Sands for the first time here? Was this where he showed up first, or was it in the Lord Recluse Strike Force? I'm not a City of Villains player, or at least I wasn't back then, so I don't know. But I've exploited this mission to level up many times in the past. Because you got 2 NPCs helping you out. Makes for easy XP. We are not going to exploit this mission, though. We're just going to complete it. We got to look for Curse. We're going to go upstairs. Okay, everybody's here. And we're going to do the whole... Oh, we're not going to be high enough level to do the second part of this, are we? That's a bummer. I was going to be like, it'd be cool if we could do all of Fault Line, but I think you got to be level 20 for the last 2 missions. You guys just taking a nap and I walk up and start murdering them. I mean, arresting them. We're arresting them. Yeah, because Arbiter Sand showing up in the LRSF, like, he wouldn't have any impact if he hadn't been introduced elsewhere, so he must have come here first. Was LRSF, like, not a thing until issue 8? Or 9? I'm going to pull the wiki up and I'm going to look. It probably says. While we're busy just kind of healing here. Homecoming wiki. Which is a child of the Paragon wiki. Lord Recluse Strike Force. Yeah, because they only went up to 40 in the initial City of Villains release, right? Just like the initial City Heroes one did. Yeah, I see a bunch of bull crap they added that they shouldn't have. But I don't see this content was introduced at this issue info. Huh. Interesting. If I click on Granville, will that tell me? Nope. Oh well. Alright, well that's enough looking at that. Let's get back to fighting people. Hello, Red Avenger. I hope you're being the best Red Avenger you can be. An Avenger so red, people will think, wow, the reddest that there is. The reddest that there has been, the reddest that there is, the reddest that there will be. Boom. Good job, NPCs. Oh, you do some work for me. If you're gonna have like NPCs come help you out, like make them work. Make them work for a living. Probably the last floor. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, there's Curse. Okay, so he is somewhere. Upstairs. Got it. Let's get upstairs, y'all. He's so tiny. Look at him. He's like a little baby. A little baby. And he's actually a psychic supervillain of incredible power. You're not of us. I will destroy you. Die, heretic. Oh, yeah? Oh. Gosh. That's a lot of pressure. Taxi has just dropped a lot of pressure on me. Wow. Could I not be slept, please? Hello, Raiders! Hope you're doing great. Hope you're having a great time. Hopefully you're not watching ads right now. Well, you know, thanks for popping in, hanging out. I'm just goofing off and kind of soloing a little Lobby character and having a great time. We've been doing all kinds of random stuff. We're doing like regular old plot lines that are like from issue 1. We're doing, or well, issue 0 even. We're doing, we did Eagle Eye's story arc a little while ago. Now we're doing Jim Timblor's Fault Lines arc. We're having a great time. At least I'm having a great time. Hopefully you're having a great time. Thank you so much for the raid and popping in and saying hello. And Solstice1407. Thank you for that follow. 1407, that adds up, 1407, you added those up as digits, that adds up to 12. Because I can do mathematics. I have a math degree. Which actually means I can't do math, in case you're curious. That's how that actually works. I don't really want to fight all these Arachnos guys. Congrats on the map. That was a long time ago. I don't need congrats on that, but thank you anyway. Let's see. She's an EB. She's probably got some stuff I don't want to actually... Yeah, actually, it's my energy Sentinel that I had on closed beta. I'm just leveling it up here the hard way instead of the fast way. We're not going to take any chances. I don't want to deal with her crap, so we're just going to puff up, and then we're going to just laser her. It was a pretty fun character to play, so we're just doing it live. Oh, thank you, Stay Healthy Bot. I will indeed endeavor to stay healthy. I have indeed, Stay Healthy Bot, been sipping like that. I got up and I stretched. Old content with new archetype. I mean, here's the honest truth, though. The fault line revamp still feels new to me. I realize this is like older than one of my nephews, but, you know, still. Like, oh yeah, they just did that not too long ago. Because I remember old fault lines, so this still seems like new and fresh. I don't know. And I've done this content like a million times on live. Alright, let's go rescue Doc Delilah from the clutches of... She's in an old base fighting Arachnos in this mission? I don't remember who she's fighting in this one. But eventually we have to help her escape the clutches of Captain Castillo because, you know, he's a dirty man. We're listening to the Mirror's Edge soundtrack, by the way. Good soundtrack. Oh, it's the Vazalok. Alright, well, we've been shooting a lot of the Vazalok already. Let's keep doing it. Tenor Matt, you haven't seen here so long? I just based on timing, I would assume that you came in with the raid. And I bet Taxi... Oh, Taxi's probably playing Path of Exiles. I bet. Never mind. Because that new league just started for them. Oh, she was playing City Heroes. Okay. Well, I think seems like a lot of people that I know are, oh, you've just been lurking for a bit. Okay. Well, glad you're here. Thank you for coming by. Hopefully you're having a good time. We are playing on Everlasting from the Homecoming whatever. I don't know what all the right words to use are. But this is the server I pretty much just play on when I'm playing City Heroes. Goal: have a fun time. Sub-goal: get to level 50. I just finished incarnating out, fully incarnating, whatever the right terminology is, a character, I guess like last week. And I was like, well, instead of just doing my usual thing where I just like speed myself up to 50, and then I get my incarnate grind on, I'm just going to actually take my time and enjoy playing the game. You played this back in the day, never got that far. Hey, you can live vicariously through me then. I will be your person. Your dude fella guy, man. You should imagine having fun on the internet and an MMO. Look, there are some MMOs that don't want you to have fun. And sometimes City Heroes is that MMO that doesn't want you to have fun. But, you know, right now, we're having fun. I should probably actually go level up to 16. Maybe I get my Mez toggle at 16. That'd be real nice. Alright, we can just lead her out from here. Unless there's an ambush coming. What did you do? How did she get up there? Why did she jump up there instead of following me? Did you get lost? Did you just decide, like, yeah, it's time to just not follow the person I'm following? Come on, Doc Delilah, let's get you outside. Yes, third party or private servers or whatever you want to call them. One sec, I'll just drop a link in the chat and you can go figure out what you want to do. Here we go. There you go. If you feel like hanging out in the game and doing stuff, you know, you can click that and get started. There should be something in there that's like, yo. Oh, well, Oro Portal, here I come. I mean, I was going to get one anyway in a minute, but, you know, we might as well pop in here. And there you are, homeboy. Clear my inventory out while I'm here. Don't need that. And let's buy another luck. All that crap. Alright. Back to what we were doing. Here pretty shortly we would have gotten a Ouroboros portal anyway, but I just kind of short-circuited things a little bit. That was a great thing to just run across. I know, like in Atlas Park, people stand around and just drop Oro portals for people, but I always feel weird about asking for one. So just finding one laying around in the wild like that, thumbs up. Would do again. Oh, you don't believe me? You don't think I thumbs upped? Hold on. Boom! Thumbs up right there. See? Alright, back to the game. LOL, indeed, Taxi. I'm being a little silly because I can be. Because it's fun to be. I spend entirely too much of my life being serious. Fun fact, her pops in the store here. Oh, he hasn't been rescued yet. Okay. When the store opens, he sells basically like little baby versions of cameos. I've yet to actually use them. You know, outside of like buying some for curiosity. Because they're just at very specific, like, low-level ranges. It's like, you can't come back here at level 35 and stock up. I don't sound like serious type whatsoever. You haven't seen me in my day job. Look at these guys. They're just... You got clockwork over here, holding guys hostage, and these homies are just like, yeah, we're just gonna chill out over here. Oh, Mr. Sears Pants. He's on to me. On to me. Be the worst thing that's ever happened. Oh my gosh, quit missing. I played Path of Exiles one time, Taxi. It was not my jam. It just made me want to go play Diablo 2 instead. However, there are 723 other people playing Path of Exiles right now, which may include Mori Kyopa, Rexgar, and others. Yes, I finally remembered. Oh, this is the, yes, we finally got our Mez toggle. Oh, finally. Oh, neither then. Well, that's why you're here then. Okay, well, I understand. I shall try to live up to it. Let's see. What's some Path of Exiles I could say? Look at you, Exile. You've been exiled, Exile. Isn't that bad? Wow, Exile. You've been exiled from the exiles. You've been double exiled and washed up on a shore somewhere. Alright, we've now exhausted my knowledge of Path of Exiles. I also don't like the league structure type stuff, man. It's just like, put the game out, let people play it, and then just make Path of Exiles 2 in a couple of years. Like, that's how I would do it, which is obviously why I'm not doing it. I am clearly afflicted by 1995 game design or something. I don't know. Yeah, it's never coming out. Oh, I saw the Arc guys are like, yeah, we're delaying Arc 2, so we're gonna revamp Arc 1 some more. And there's like, oh no, we take that back. We're putting Arc 2 out, so we're gonna stop working on Arc 1. And it's like, make up your minds. Like, just stop it. Oh, do I have an end redux I can slot? No, because I just cleared out my inventory. Alright. We'll have to go craft some junk here in a little bit. One more level and we will. It's not that I really have a problem with games that get updates all the time. I just don't like tinkering with established things. You know, going in and being like, yeah, you know what, we're just gonna completely revamp the way super strength works and add some stupid gimmicky mechanic to it. Like, why? Why would you do that? In fact, why don't we just fix it and get rid of the rage crash so that you just perma rage and now your super strength no longer has problems. It is now fun to play. I got some strong opinions, but we're not going to go into that today. We're just going to keep breaking skulls open. Or I mean arresting people. We're arresting people here. We're not hurting them. We're arresting them. It's for their own good that I'm shooting lasers, see? That was his own good, right there. Me zapping him in the face, point blank, with my beams. Oh, thank you, Taxi. Hope you have some good foods. Also, did you notice the little laugh there? Wait, I can't do that cartoon dog's laugh. That's what this dude is. He's the cartoon dog from Wacky Racers. Frackin', rousey rackin'. Well, Ninja Weasel, it's because it would have been fun. Unlike a lot of other decisions that get made, which are against the interest of fun. Like, you know what, we really need to make this infinitely harder for no reason. So that these badges are much harder to get. Like, I've just given up on actually getting badges. Whoa, 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 whoa. Mr. Weasel, you need to calm down, sir. Sure, there's a time and a place for it. But this is a game about superheroes. Fundamentally, you're a superhero. You know what that means? You should feel super at all times. If you run in somewhere and you get one shot by something, probably not so fun. I don't know. Maybe you're into that. Maybe you're into just getting one shot. More power to you. Yeah, we're never using your clockwork connection, Penny. Get that out of my tray. But here's the thing. If you want to play... Oh yeah, Superman has a plot device. That's true. You know what? I can have a plot device too. I will go swap to my B build, which has nothing slotted. Oh, now I've just made the game harder for myself. In City Heroes, you are in control of how hard you want your gaming experience to be. It's been that way for a long time. Ever since they added the ability to just go talk to a Fortunata and be like, yo, make my game harder. Which is still one of the absolute greatest things that any game has ever done. Just be like, yeah, you know what? You want more enemies? You can do it. I really like the granularity that we have now, where you can just be like, yeah, you know, I want harder enemies, or I want more enemies. I love that. Because sometimes you're in there and it's just like, you know what? I feel like taking on like 57 dudes at the same time, and half of them are bosses. And you can, well, you can't set that many bosses. It'd be really cool if you could. But you can set it. But what I'm not, I guess what I'm really not in favor of is content where you have to be perfectly built. Like you have to have just the right team to go do it. Kind of like how we all approached Lord Recluse's Strike Force for Master Lord Recluse back in the day. Like, we didn't just put 8 people together and expect to be able to go get Mo Lord Recluse. I thought I turned, oh no, I turned the Mez toggle back on because these guys are jerks, that's right. But it's like, you know, it's like, alright, we need Robo Kitty to be on her Psi Dominator so she can sleep all of the Freedom Phalanx while one of us pulls Numina. Like, that's not fun to me. Fun is, yeah, let's get 8 homies together and let's go plow into whatever content we're supposed to be fighting. I do give like some of the harder stuff that you can do in Incarnate Trials a pass. Because those are such big events that they're not really tied to the build you have. They're tied to whether the people doing stuff know what they're doing. So like the really hard way or the hard way, like, I'm okay with those. That's fine. That doesn't say everybody has to be super duper optimized. It just really means you gotta bring experienced to use so that you get that level boost and you can actually hurt him. We don't need to go upstairs. We can just keep plowing through. I guess my thing is I don't like the game forcing people to play a particular way. And for the most part, City Heroes is real good at not forcing you to play a particular way with 40 other people. Like, this isn't WoW. Please don't treat it that way. But I miss out on a lot of stuff because they do a lot of... oh man, I should have rested up. My blue bar is trash. Oh well, we'll probably still win. You know, a lot of stuff happens at times when I can't play. Because I don't come home from work and immediately log into City Heroes to join whatever stuff is happening. So I just miss out on like all the badge runs because they do those between like 6 and 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Thanks. Oh, well, let's rest up. That's a lot of bad guys right there waiting for me. So I'm just kind of like, yeah, whatever. Like, there's just a whole bunch of stuff that on this server I'm never going to get that I had on live. Because I was missing, at the end of live, not counting exploration badges, I was short 2 badges. The triple threat or whatever it is, and then Master Magisterium. That was it. I had everything else. And Lord help me, triple threat? Oh. That badge is like the hardest thing to get, man. I don't know why either. It seems like it should be that hard. Kill 3 bosses within 10 seconds of each other, but man, it was. Sometimes it was hard enough just doing that with the 2 bosses in, not Lambda, Behavioral Alteration Facility. Well, I don't even remember how many times we went through and did that before we got the, me and my group got the badges for killing, there not being any reinforcements. I don't remember what the badge name was. That was quite the effort. But I believe in, like, player agency. Giving the player the opportunity to go do something and approach it the way they want, as opposed to being forced to approach it in particular ways. That's my thesis. Because ultimately, I want the person playing the game to have a good time. And I don't particularly care if the person's playing the game the way the developer wanted them to play the game. The developer's wrong. The person who's paying for the game is actually generally correct. Obviously, there's like pathological cases where that's not true. As long as they're not doing something that breaks the game, like the server, let them have fun. Let them play. Oh, some dude just was talking way up there. Okay, whatever, buff cut, rough cut, whatever your name is. I'm getting out of here, dude. I'm leading Mr. Yin out of here. And I really do appreciate the Praetorian Mr. Yin. Like, his whole plot thing, I think, is actually pretty compelling stuff. I don't like how you get to his plot stuff. Like, there's some weird stuff there in Pretoria. But I like the arc of his story and what he does. How he takes, you know, the evil syndicate organization, the criminals, and weds them to the hip with the resistance so he can rescue his daughter. Like, I find that pretty compelling. Which, Solstice, if, not Solstice, Tenor Madness, I'm sorry, Solstice. Tenor Madness, if you're still out there, like, if you want to play this game and when you played it, you hadn't been through any of the Praetorian stuff, I think I can recommend that. There's a lot of really compelling 3 and 4 mission long story arcs in the starting Praetorian zones. They're much better written than a lot of the older content. Script-wise, like the stuff that happens in the mission, they are generally better designed than a lot of the other content in the game. It's a much more interesting experience than coming in and just grinding the kind of missions I've been grinding on this character. Defeat 10 whatevers, defeat 10 whatevers, defeat 10 more whatevers. Like, we have beat up 10 whatevers a lot of times. We actually in the right level range for Dr. Lila? No, we might have to be 18. Or older! Whoa! What kind of stream is this all of a sudden? I have to take this to OnlyFans. Yeah, I guess that goes for like anybody else out there that's like, boy, I used to play City Heroes and I haven't played it in a while. Think about getting back into it. If you want a more interesting, compelling experience like right out of the gate than just going around lasering people, which I find that a pretty compelling experience myself. But if you want like a little more story to it, then I definitely would recommend, do recommend, maybe make a hero or a villain or whatever and play around a little bit. Just remember how the game goes. But play something in Pretoria. It's a very different experience. Like right from the get-go, the tutorial there is extremely different from the old tutorials. And yes, I just killed that embalmed because he's got badge credit. Alright, we are going to go Steel Canyon South. We're going to university so I can craft myself some IOs. We're going to get like some level 20... Okay, why are you just being weird? We're going to get some level 20 stuff. We're going to shove it in our slots, and then I'm never going to have to think about those powers again. Bro, there we go. Hello again, everybody. Do you want to earn some extra money? Join me in Pocket D. What is going on in Pocket D? Yes, there are definitely some harder missions in Pretoria as opposed to other stuff. Pretoria tended to have a lot of like enemies that are one level higher than you type situation. Let's see, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 end reds. Alright. Trying to figure out a costume for an Elec that is original. Feels impossible. Yeah, I don't know. Yep, she still won't talk to us, so we'll zip over to Fareed over here. See what missions he wants to give me. Like I guess like all the things I'd be thinking of, like blue and white with lightning bolts, like the white is the lightning or something. Red and yellow, like I feel like I do those costumes all the time anyway. So nothing I can think of feels like it would be an original for an Elect Blaster. We're going to freaking Boomtown. Homeboy is sending me to Boomtown. Okay. Ah, Ninja Weasel, I just saw that thing you sent me. Had people over to watch the thing and you made jello shots. That's a hoot. Oh, I went to the wrong zone. Mine goes to a mech type look. Yeah. That works too. I know where the zone is. I just clicked the wrong thing because I wasn't paying attention. I was not paying attention when I clicked. And if you went for something that should be different, like you're probably just going to end up making a costume that's some hero that does electric. Yeah, sorry. Oh, hey, you don't have to apologize. You're just trying to be helpful. It's fine. I feel like if you try to do something that looks original, you're probably just going to end up making a costume for one of like DC's 722 different electric characters. You know, like you're like, oh yeah, you know what? I'm going to make this dude like I'm going to give him dreads and like a trench coat or something, and you just made like the grown-up version of Static, like. Old Man Static or whatever. I don't remember if they gave him a special name when he showed up. Like, it is hard to be original. So my suggestion, and you can take this for what it's worth, because it's not worth the salt that it takes to say it. My suggestion is just make something you think looks cool, and who cares if it's original or not? It's your character. You need to have fun. You need to like how it looks. Just make something that you think looks cool. And then you don't worry about the details. Don't sweat it. Don't sweat it. Don't sweat the small stuff. Like, I'm sure there's probably 27,000 other people made over the years that have robot characters that look just like this. Silver and blue, with the little, like, weather vane things on the head. That's okay. You know, I am cringe, but I am free. Go this way. Well, Trixie sewer map trying to mess me up. But yeah, I felt kind of dumb as soon as I realized I stepped out of that train into Skyway, and it's like, did I just do that? Did I click Skyway North instead of Steel North? And the answer was yes, like a big dodo head. Small yellow with bunny ears. That's pretty original. I've never heard of a small yellow electric using kind of character before. If you actually made that mascot, props. Like, you get some props right there for that, because that's a hoot. I don't know if you're just trolling us, but either way, thumbs up. Yeah, that I know, Ninja Weasel. That's why I'm like, you know, props. It's a hoot. Alright, our endurance situation seems to be mostly under control now. So that's dope. And we still go through a lot of end, don't get me wrong. But that's just being in City Heroes. So like level 30 SOs or something, like that's just how you gotta live. Now we gotta run all the way back out. I guess I could teleport, but we're not going to. We're just going to run. We're going to jog it. We need our exercise. Because if you exercise in the game, you exercise for real, right? Pretty sure I read that somewhere. That rune of protection he was rocking? Colors look cool. Maybe that's just an aura now. I don't know. There's so many costume parts and things like that that I'm not familiar with anymore because there's like a bajillion auras and I'm not a heavy aura user. There's one of my few characters that does. I saw that magnetic aura. Here, let me trigger it. I saw this magnetic aura and I was like, yes! Bueno! Like, this is exactly what this character needed. Because you're looking like the effects for the energy shield stuff. Like, it just looks like it should be attracting things. It was perfect. They handed me that on like a silver platter. A silver platter made of silver. No, even Magneto doesn't really rock this, but he could. He should. Every time Magneto's using his powers, there should be just random flotsam floating around him. That'd be really cool. Hold on, he's worth a badge, and he's only a white con to me, so we will take him out. Did the balls in the movie? Yeah. I'm just saying, like, every time Magneto is just, like, chucking stuff at people, like, ah, yes, let me rip this Sentinel in half. Like, he should be surrounded with scrap metal. Little bits of dust that's ferromagnetic that got caught, you know, just... He should be a swirling vortex of doom. Or maybe not. That might be going a little too far. Because it's entertainment for children, Oren. Quit sapping me and just die, dude. Thank you. Here. I've always been sad you can't get on top of them and stay. Like, the physics doesn't work. Look, it's the same reason why Jean Grey doesn't just kill all the X-Men's enemies by giving them aneurysm, dude. Car surfing would have been dope. Like, imagine using that to get around the zone, you know? It's a thing we should be able to do, but we can't. We're just gonna run through and look for glowies and click them. I don't really feel like fighting more clockwork right now. Or this little turd muffin right here. Go away. I'm busy clicking boxes. He doesn't know. He just doesn't know. Well, like the X-Men have completely ridiculous power sets. How about Nightcrawler? Every X-Men fight involving Nightcrawler should just involve Nightcrawler teleporting somebody into orbit and letting them go. He can just look up. He can see the sky. Ah, yes, there's the sky. Let me just drop Pyro from 10,000 feet in the air, see if he survives. Answer, nope. Pyro is going to go splat. That was one great thing they did at the start of New Avengers from like 2008. That first issue, the Sentry's in prison, his lawyer's like coming to talk to him or whatever, and then Electro fries the whole prison circuitry, so they no longer got like prison stuff, right? Look at the freaking map. Where's this at? The other way. All right. And so, like, all the prison defenses are down. So Carnage gets loose, and Carnage is gonna like come kill people. And part of that is he's gonna come kill like the civilians. So like the Sentinels, the Sentry. I think I said Sentinel. The Sentry's lawyer. So the Sentry just picks him up, flies him into orbit, and lets him go. Done. Like, I gotta give that book some credit for that, because that's how it should go. Like, if you have somebody that can fly and survive a trip into orbit, why don't they just fly people up into orbit more often? Or teleporters, teleporting people into orbit. You got the telekinesis. Lift somebody up 200 feet in the air and just drop them. You're probably going to kill them. I hit the wrong button. Oh well. I mean, to be fair, if I had, like, telekinesis, I probably would just, like, smack people into the walls back and forth because it would be funny. So, you know. What isn't more of, like, what Tetsuo does happen? Like, you just jib somebody. Just like, oh, my head hurts. And then they just explode into a fountain of gore and become a greasy, chunky salsa smeared on the wall. Looks like the game wants me to just kill everybody so we can find the right box to open. I hate missions with like 57 glowies. If you want me to kill everybody, just tell me. Do a kill all, and I will be happy to do it. One of the great joys in City of Heroes is being on a gravity controller and doing the I'm going to throw stuff at people move, and you just throw random objects. You just summon them out of nowhere. So you'd be like inside a warehouse or an office, and all of a sudden you just chuck a forklift at somebody. Why? How? No one knows. Big toxic waste barrel? Chucked. Forklift? Chucked. Yeah. Is it alive? Nope. Chuck Testa. Like, that's where you're at. There's a lot of fun power sets in this game. I have, over the years, played most all of them, at least to like level 20. Hey, there we go. And there's some I really like, and there's some that I'm just like, I never want to play this again. Alright, we're gonna go beat up some homeless people now. Because that's kind of what you do in this game. At low levels, you're just like, yep. That person lives on the streets, and you just laser them. Walking back is like the old school way to do it. We haven't had to do that in a long time. Actually, is there an entrance to the sewers? Oh, let's just go to the sewers and kill the... and fight the Lost down there. Because he didn't specify a zone. And I don't think we've been down in the sewers on this character yet, so... Where are you at, Mr. Sewers? Right here. I'm gonna grab the exploration badges while I'm down here. Probably not. I don't feel like taking that much of a detour. No, no, you're Hellions. You're not the Lost. You, however, are the Lost. Oh yeah. Let's go, baby. Hey, instead of doing this guy's stuff, why don't I go talk to Montague and we'll just do the save the lost thing real quick. That'll probably take up like exactly the amount of time I have. Whereas Freed is going to give us who knows what random junk missions. Yeah, let's go see if Montague Castanella will talk to me. I'm go ahead and unlock the Midnight Club. Bro, get off of the pipe. Oh. I gotta tell some people all the time, man, get off the pipe. You know, they just keep hitting the pipe over and over, just, you know, spark up, suck on that pipe. It's rough. It's a rough one. Yeah, we will just go talk to Montague Castanella over here. Silver lining. Oh, he's inside the building, that's right. To the right side? Yeah. Take a lot of cloud pictures. Hey, more power to you, buddy. I'm not going to diss your cloud-based hobby much. Alright, let's go rescue Percy Winkley, because he's a nerd. Like all nerds, he needs help. He needs somebody to save his proverbial or literal bacon, depending on the day of the week. Oh, well, thanks for the donation, XLG. I don't know why you do this stuff under pseudonyms, but, you know, I appreciate the $5. I will be sure to spend it frivolously. But I would rather you not donate to me. I'd really like you to take care of yourself financially. But I appreciate it. All the same, excuse me. I feel like a hiccup in the middle of saying that. Alright, so we saved him. Now we got to run around and talk to people and do some stuff and that kind of jazz. Oh, Orange Joker, one thing you might not have noticed either. You see how he's got this book icon? And Fareed Abdul, who I was also doing missions for, doesn't? That means I'm doing a story arc for Montague Castanella. Whereas Fareed was just giving me like random missions out of... Well, they're not really random. There's a set of missions that old contacts can give you that aren't tied to any particular story arc. Newer contacts pretty much only do story arcs. Or they give you just purely random missions. So like right now, I'm doing this story arc, which is all about going and figuring out the connection between the Lost, the gang of homeless people that are kind of mutated, and the Rikti, the aliens that have invaded the world. And when I get done, I get a special reward. Because you get a story arc complete reward when you finish a story arc, which is usually, well, it's like a... I guess it varies, doesn't it? Because I'm thinking to myself, like, you know, sometimes I've seen it be like 100,000 imp, sometimes I've seen it just be like 50,000. Which is like when you complete a mission, you get a little bonus reward. You get the similar reward when you complete a story arc. So doing story arcs can, from that perspective, be a little bit better than doing like newspaper missions or radio missions or random missions from a contact like Marcus Valerius or Meg Mason. But yeah, if it wasn't obvious from the fact that the Lost use like alien laser guns and stuff, you know, they are people who are enthralled to the aliens. The aliens are making them. Yeah, oh yeah, and reward merits, obviously. I was just thinking like the XP part, like, because I was going to compare it to mission complete bonuses, but you're absolutely right. Primary way to make reward merits, usually. Like doing that or task forces. I kind of miss when task forces just dropped a random recipe, though. If I'm honest. Because we could do Katie Hannon in like 15 minutes. Easily. For fat rewards. And then they took the fat rewards away. Best way to farm incarnate threads? If you're farming the threads themselves, and I'm not sure why you would, the only way to do it is just to beat up lots of bad guys. Like right now, they're doing, people are running lots of 10 mages and apexes because they're the weekly. And probably the easiest way to get a lot of threads, because it just depends on if your team has hit the enemy, if you get a thread drop or not, is just to go do that. But you can earn threads from any content. Once you're level 50, you can exemplar down to like level 10 and still get threads. Usually use Merit Vendor buying a booster and sell. Yeah, that's a good way to make some cash too. Oh, and leveling up, Mascot 16 is correct. You level up and you get different rewards every several levels. Once you hit 50, you start doing that veteran stuff. But I think my best advice is just getting a lot of threads. Just play a lot of the game. I don't know that there's a shortcut to getting threads specifically, because threads are from just enemy defeats. And I also wouldn't be surprised if, you know, the drop rate's different in farms versus not in farms either. Come on, Argot Burwatt. Hi, Sidian. And I like the soundtrack. Mirror's Edge is a fantastic game. If you've never played it, you owe it to yourself to give it a try. Even if you find it really hard to play, or you have a fear of heights like I do, it's still fantastic. The game nails the atmosphere just so wonderfully. And the visual design is absolutely spectacular because every color in the game has a meaning for how to approach the area where that color's at. Yeah, I think Solstice, my only advice is just hop in task forces and trials. Like, by the time you get done doing Task Force Commander, you have done enough kill-alls that you'll have quite a few threads just shoved in your pockets from that. Or do Apex and Tin Mages. Like, threads tend to be, for me, kind of a side effect of doing other stuff. Well, why do just one? You can get another incarnate drop table, and then you won't need as many threads, potentially. Ah, this mage is a jerk. Toggle this on. Well, you won't get the Notice of the Well again, and you won't get, like, the double reward merits. But you can do it as many times as you want, and you can get another incarnate drop table every time. I grind those out like, whoa. Like, if there's a team and it's like, yeah, I'm doing a 10 mage Apex, I'm going to be like, yeah, let's go do it under most circumstances. Yep, and as you do stuff and you level up, you're just going to get more from playing the game and getting XP. And, like, if you need incarnate stuff and you can't get a team to help you with it, you know, there's nobody running a 10 mage or whatever. For you, this is day. Elizibar helps you farm, yeah. If you're doing, you need incarnate stuff, like Heather, what's her name's arc? Through Ouroboros. Like, it's 10 to 15 minutes, and you will get all the incarnate component. You get an incarnate drop table at the end. It's not like the buffed up drop tables you get down. Heather Townsend, thank you. It's not like the incarnate drop tables you get in some other content that are better, that have a higher chance of being really good, but it's good enough. It gets the job done. Grind out a bunch of commons that way. You do some 10 mages and apexes. You join trials where they're available, and you will just get so much stuff. You'll just be like, oh my gosh, I'm drowning in incarnate crap. Because you kind of are drowning in incarnate crap at that point. There was a text pop up saying there's an ambush coming, but I don't know where it is. Alright, well, oh, there it is. You know what, we're going to let Lady Jane tank this. Oh! You cheeky! Ooh! She outdid me in my own game. Jabasted. I hope that's delicious, Orange Joker. Because I'm scared of that emote. It frightens me. That big spectral demon, you know, he's like, every soul has its dark. He's actually John Dark Souls in disguise. You can tell because of the darkness around his feet. Thank you for finally hitting him with your bullets, lady. Jeez. Yes, that's right. No! Screw it. We're eating all of our candy. Let's go. I'm tired of this place. I'm tired of these enemies. Let me set this soundtrack to loop real quick. We'll go back to the first track. There we go. Oh, hey, they're getting ready to do the Abyss Hammy raid on this server. That's your jam. On Everlasting, where I'm at. I got to sneak into the Hamikaze last night, which is really fun. I enjoy not having to dick around with killing Mitos and stuff. It's like, let's just jump in there and kill the boss. You want to talk about a challenge? That's a challenge I like. There's no special reward for it. I guess that's why I like it. Like, I'm not being forced to do that for a badge. I'm just getting to go play the game the way I want to. And Blackheart always does a great job of running those anyway. Like, dude fella is a machine. A machine of black-heartedness. Getting what I want? Yeah. Oh, and of course there's another ambush. Stop ambushing me, for frickin' frack. Which one must have been made a long time ago? The Hammy raid was made a long time ago. The new Hammy raid's from like issue 13 or something, so that's like 2009? Little homie, get out of here. Oh, back up. We're just going to let him blow up. I'm not involved. Then we hop over here. Lady Jane hops over here. Mission's done. It's a good one. Alright, so now we've saved the day. We've helped the Dawn Patrol. We've retrieved some information. All that's left is to cure the lost. Sadly, we don't get to cure all of them and just make the enemy group leave the game. That'd be too easy. But we can at least come up with cures for individuals. We can make a few lives better. Because that is where we will spend the rest of our lives. And better lives. This got kind of weird. I don't know where I was going with that. It just kind of happened. You know, we just kind of like started rambling there. Oh, that was a little rubber banding. I'm glad the map server event thing is over. That just was... That annoyed me. Because I was on a character and I was trying to tank the thing and he was just one-shotting me with 2,500 damage. It's like, oh. Nice. That's fair. We've already got the badge. Let's just go on in. Talk to Urgot Burwatt. Most Rikti are named after like historical figures, and I cannot figure out who this guy is. Talk to Gregor Richardson. Okay. We'll talk to Mr. Richardson. No further Silver Sentinel without proper clearance. Let's see some ID. No. I don't do proper ID, guys. You might want to put some pants on there, buddy. Alright, there we go. Now we call Montague, and Montague tells us what? We ready, Montague? It tells us to talk to Azuria. Okay, well, glad we have the phone, and we didn't have to run all the way back to him. Alright, so now we have a temp power, and the temp power lets us instantly cure the lost. For whatever reason when I do this, I always do it in Perez Park. I don't know why. So we're going to go do it in Perez Park. It's just a tradition. Like, this is the first place I ever did it. Because I could go to the sewers and do the same thing down there with the big groups that are there. But I do this in Perez. Don't know why. Because the north side of Perez has some pretty big groups of lost that can spawn. The perfect place to come go zap people with a wand. Oh, I accidentally just shot him. Whoops. He was a bad guy, you know. Wand! One down. We got to do 20 of these total. Fortunately, civilians here are invulnerable, so they can't be killed. It'd be really fun if you converted them back to normal people, and then see, like, like that dude was that big headman, but you like zap them and then they immediately get murdered. Like, that would be funny. Ma number 8. There we go. Number 9. Oh yeah. Number 10. Number 11. Let's go. How about you? You want to be number 12? You with your big alien rifle? They're still forming that Hammy raid in the Abyss. You can get there from Granville, if you don't know. I think I am starting to lose my voice now. Yeah, he's number 15. Excuse me. Good thing we're about to wrap up. The timing appears to be about to work out okay. Here we go. Number 16. Number 17. Number 18. Here we go, number 19. And this will be number 20. And then we're done. Booyah! We have now cured the lost. That's how good we are. Where am I? Here we go. This is where I want to go. Because now we're going to go into the Midnight Club. I ran right past the door, didn't I? Because it's actually to the left of where I was, not to the right. I'm a nerd. I know it. Alright, you don't have to rub it in. All I had to do was take a little jig to the left and we would have been here. Yep. Yep. He's like, yo, what is my top secret Latin phrase to get in? You seek peace, prepare for war. There we go. Excuse me, done. Si vis pacem parabellum. Now I got the hiccups, apparently. And then there's hidden items in this place that count for a history badge. We're going to grab those while we're here. See that, and then there's a book over here, right? Is it one of these? I thought there was one more. If I'd read the clue that we just got, it probably would have told me. There it is. You're going to see me mouse over stuff a lot because I only half remember where these things are, but we'll find them. Oh yes, we will. Let's see. Over here, right? There we go. Then up here, like, it's a lot of books that you find. I don't think there was another one on this wall. The open book here is definitely one. Also, Orange Ogre, that Hellraiser reference. Lamar Chan puzzle boxes show up in this game in a few places. See. Where is it over here? Is it the amphora? No. It's that amphora. Got it. Let's see. Then the box here with Tyleku's corpse in it. And one of these books, right? And a Street Fighter the movie reference, yeah. There's one somewhere in all these books, and I don't remember where it is. At least I thought there was. Must be wrong. Alright, well, let's just go on to the last room. We'll click the banner there so we know we've got it done. Nope, we've definitely missed one. Okay, we got the box here. We got the amphora. We got this. Yeah, there's definitely a book. I would have sworn it was in this room and not the other one, but we'll go back in the other room and check, too. Yeah, we're not getting nothing here. I could just look this up. Oh, we missed the Memoirs of Pontus Dobb. Okay, there we go. Now we got it. We're level 18. There's nowhere to level up in here, is there? Those used to sell for some okay cash. I don't know if that's still true. Anyway, let's go level up. And then we'll find a day job spot. And then we will call it. I guess we could just day job in here, but I'm going to go level up first. We're ending basically right on time. This is perfect. This is so good. It's so good, it's the goodest. We're just going to run down to Positron, or actually Valkyrie. We'll level up, then we'll run back to the Midnight Club, and we will call it. And I guess I'll see if there's somebody that's doing something. Like, is Orange Joker going to start playing Dark Souls? Like, I could just raid you if that's the case. You know, Scholar of the First Sizzler. No, okay. Well, it was worth a try. Let me see what we got going on here. Anybody playing City Heroes? No, it's just me right now. Ah, the pressure's real. Who do I know that's doing something that I would want to raid into? Well, we were talking about Path of Exile earlier. I see Sharukan is playing it. An awful indie game, Realms of Magic. Never heard of it, but I saw you were. I did see you were streaming when I started up. That's unfortunate that it was awful. All right, let me go ahead and start this here. I haven't gotten to raid Sharukan in like 15 years, so we'll just go say hi to him, and then I got to bounce like right afterwards. Alright. Complete black screen, nothing going on. You all take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.